What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pocket to Ascendant, where I teach you guys how to play Pocket all the way up to Ascendant. This is my first game in Phantom. We're now Phantom 1 in the account, so hopefully we'll be hitting Ascendant soon. That'll be the end of the series. Let's see if I curse myself, though. This? Oh, yeah. So that was a whole, like, cluster of things happening right there. But we're able to pull through. Lash did pretty good about positioning right there, and he's able to secure both the kills. So, yeah. So this is the new patch that came out Tuesday. I think it was what, June 17th, I think. This video was supposed to be out then, but I've been having all kinds of issues with like the recordings and the audio. So it's coming out a little bit later. Right there, I probably could have played a little bit better. I dodged the light melee, but I probably should have dodged his bomb, just because we don't want to give him stacks, right? But it's a minor deal anyway. I think we end up winning the trade. I think Lash got a slam on him right there. Right, yeah, so anyways, the new patch. So I think this is a really good patch for Pocket, probably, except for the cloak bugs that are happening right now. I think right now they're getting stuck on the ground for no reason, and I think it's just not teleporting you anywhere. So like, really big bug for someone as squishy as Pocket, who really depends on that mobility. But anyways, so in lane, doing our typical thing, right? So in between waves, we're gonna be farming those boxes, and we're kind of just hanging out, waiting for the our first power spikes. So I'm about to get, I think, cold front here. Yep.
What can I do for you?
Yep. But yeah, a lot of characters got nerfed in the most recent patch, and Pocket was not one of them, thankfully. And so I think now it's looking pretty good for us. Looking pretty good for us. Slash die here? Yeah, he does die. He gets baited by the low health 7. Yeah, unfortunate.
How may I be of service?
Dude, if I had like $1 for every time that's happened, I'll get someone like super low health, and then my teammate just like goes and suicides trying to catch him. I would be rich. But it's no big deal. It is what it is. I'd rather him try than not try, you know? But actually, I think this Lash played really good this game, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, by the way, this is, if it wasn't clear, this is the replay system. Yes, there we go.
I didn't come this far just to die now.
So he knew that I had the Bebop pretty much secured, and he went after the 7 in the back. 7's super weak right now. He's got 2.5k versus Lash's 3.7. And he's not gonna, a 7's not going to beat the mobility of a Lash, so he's just dead. But yeah, build for this patch I think is pretty much the same. I'm going suppressor a lot more. When I see like heavier like M1 heroes that build things like fire rate and whatnot. Suppressor is a really good item. It's gonna give you extra bonus health, and it's one of the few items that actually give you extra spirit as well. And on top of that, it's going to give you some extra survivability, which is also good on pocket, by lowering your opponent's fire rate. God, it's like all the camps right there. It's unfortunate. But we have a big lead right here. And as soon as my affliction's back up, we want to go and do something with that. Actually, I think right here I call that 7 has no ult. And we could probably jump on him. And like as soon as we do, he gets his ult. Get 3.4 there. Yeah, and he lived with like 1 health. That was like ultra unfortunate. And I just die.
My turn. Can't afford to miss.
And unfortunately, I parried a little bit early there, but it is what it is. No big deal. We go 2-1, and I think Lash might clean him up here. Maybe not. I don't remember. Doesn't matter though. 7's so far behind. It's a moot point. But yeah, everyone got
Running out of ghosts anytime soon.
pretty much gutted this patch, which is super nice for Pocket, because we were struggling there for a little bit. But I think this is gonna be really good. Once they fix the cloak bug, I think this is gonna be a really good patch for Pocket's players to climb. Dude, that ball was after me, dog. But look how little damage it did. Like, I've more recovered all the damage. Alright, so like that's just how weak he is. I wanted to go up here and mess him, and try to kill him real quick and take his ball from his farm. But I messed up my jump dash and my barrage. But it is what it is. No big deal. Again, in between these waves, I'm going to be making sure that we are farming up all the boxes, all the camps. I should have gone for the vending machine right there, but it is what it is. As long as you're being efficient with our time, you know, in some way, shape, or form. So here, he gets stunned. This is a really good time for me to go in and afflict. And so this seems to be keep happening in lane here, where it's like Lash keeps pulling him out of my combo. I think my cloak hit one of them there, but it's my satchels are missing because he just keeps pulling him away. And that'll happen from time to time. But I'd rather him get his ult off and throw him back, like reposition him to a spot that we can kill him, and let me get him for that, right? Always, always, always remember that your satchel does act as an animation cancel on the reload. Right, so you always want to be using that, especially when you're taking towers and whatnot. Here we go, now I get the vending machine. Oh, maybe not, because there's a big wave coming. Alright, and so again, this is kind of just a part of like understanding where your gold's coming from. Alright, you want to prioritize the waves over the machines. Here, I thought Lash was following up with me, but he did not. And I don't know if you saw that, but my Majestic Leap health, my barrier, disappeared right as I engaged there. So I just died immediately, which is super unfortunate. But I didn't realize Lash was so low right there. But again, it is what it is. Not a big deal. At the end of the day, we're coming out of lane like pretty far ahead, so. And it's not like we're very good laners. Lash and Pocket. Yeah, kind of like Pocket. I think part of the reason Pocket felt so bad to play for so long is because his their identity kind of changed, right? So like he went from like a really early game, a strong early game hero, strong mid game hero, and it kind of flipped. Now he's, at least the way I'm building him now, I feel like he's really strong mid and late game. Like yes, he still doesn't scale as good as some people, but once you have stuff like Spirit Burn, Infuser, and E-Shift, I mean, you can do so much damage. And here, I'm pretty sure Lash had called out that he wanted me to farm up. So he was going to rotate. So that's what we're doing here. So unfortunately, I can't really beat the Bebop 1v1 because Bebop's gun is ridiculous right now. I don't know what it is. It hurts though, man. It does a lot of damage. And so I typically don't want to like engage on Bebop at this point in the game. Later on, when you have more burst, it is much easier. But for now, we want to focus on farming. Right? So just stay alive, keep farming. Look how much damage that does between the hook, the laser, and all this and that. Like it's kind of ridiculous. But Mirage comes in to save the day. Love this Mirage. Larry is indeed the GOAT. He's able to actually like put up sustained damage to deal with the Bebop, which Pocket just can't do. At least not the way that I ever play him. Or we're more like bursty. No idea why I did that. Don't clue. But yeah, so I don't know. How are you guys liking the new patch so far? I like it. I think Wraith was incredibly busted in the last one, and now she's been toned down by a lot. She's not like absolutely free. So that feels really good. Pocket feels really good, I think, right now. Who else? Infernis is pretty strong at the moment, but which isn't good. Since Infernis is one of our like bigger counters. But I feel like it's not a bad trade-off because the rest of our counters aren't really that great right now. Like Vendetta hasn't been good in the few patches. Wraith just got nerfed. Not that she's too much of a counter for us, because we could kind of, as long as we time Satchel on her ult correctly, we typically win that. Haze is not that strong, right? She kind of messes us up in lane. Yeah, so I don't know. Great Talon. I haven't seen a Great Talon in forever. Don't exactly know why. I don't think they're like the worst character by any means.
Our blue walker is under attack.
But yeah, I don't know. So here, I was trying to go jump on the Calico. I don't think I realized the boss were coming up so soon. Probably could have played that a little bit better, but doesn't really matter. Just movement buff. I think I was actually calling for this bebop. Let's jump on the bebop. Anyways. Every time.
Waiting to be claimed.
I had someone else tell me that I need to like
It's dangerous out here.
to heavy melee less when I'm coming out of cloak. Another like high ranked player.
I can't just leave souls behind.
What do you guys think? Should I heavy melee less? I feel like I'm always getting parried now. More often than usual. Maybe I should switch it up more. And go to like the light melees. So here we had, oh, it's true, I forgot, 7 like DC'd for a while. Unfortunately. It's I really wish I had the comms for this game. I do have the comms, but they're like very in and out. So I don't know what happened exactly with that. But the comms are really, really good this game. Everyone was like very locked in. CJ is high Ascendant. CJ will we clapped him. So I've never seen this guy. Anyways, the comms were really good at this game. Everyone was talking. They were communicating very clearly, very calmly. Like peak comms for what you want in Deadlock, right? We're goofing off. So it's unfortunate that these didn't make it through. So I really wanted you guys to hear the comms on this one. So right here, I'm kind of just waiting for Dynamo in case he would have come through mid lane. Or not mid lane, but, you know, the underground through mid with that urn. We're trying to stop urn. That's what I was talking about. So we were talking about whether we should fight this urn, whether we should just push, what we should do. I think we kind of decided on me and Shiv going to stop the Dynamo potentially from turning it in. But I don't think that ever happened. I think we ended up fighting them at Urn, and I think we win the fight. And I'm pretty sure I tell Hayes just to push the Guardian here, right? So one of the changes that they made was that for your first flex slot, you need all 3 Guardians. And so you look on the map, they have their flex slot, but we don't have ours, which is not good because, right? So we don't have ours because we don't have that right most lane. The tower hasn't been taken yet. And so I think in this patch, getting that first flex slot is going to be huge because it's going to be so dang hard just to get it in the first place. So the few games I've played so far in this patch have been right there. I didn't see a good affliction. They were all spread really well. And so I just back out. Right. Okay, so they get Urn here. Well, we're actually sitting 2 to go to the other side, and so we actually get the Walker for that. So we get Walker, we get a kill. Kelvin's super low. I think we get a lot of damage off of this Walker too. Maybe? I blasted 100 ode super quick. What did I take there? Let's see. Yeah, look how much gun damage Bebop is pumping out right there. That's insane. Sticky bomb. I thought Calico hit me with some stuff too, but maybe not. Oh, yep, there we go. So in 30 seconds, it's in a minute. Okay, yeah, so I just got bursted by the Wraith and the Calico. But no big deal. We have the we got the other walker. We had 2 walkers actually. That's what it was. We took the middle walker. So they may have gotten the urn, but it was really good for us because we got so much from it. And that's one of the things I've talked about before in the past on this channel, in this series, is urns are a really good time to set up macro plays. And macro plays are just when you're being really efficient with your positioning on the map, and when you're, setting up lanes correctly and this and that. And so here we sent 2 to go on that side lane to push that walker and take that walker. And because we got that, we actually got more souls than them. So here I'm really just stalling for my shiv to show up. Like she's punching, she shoot me, and I don't really care because she's not doing any kind of damage.
Someone's gonna be bleeding the concrete. It ain't gonna be you.
So Seven's always an easy person to kind of jump on, especially if he doesn't have ult. He's so squishy, and his CC is super easy to dodge. So you can really just pop him. No mobility too, right? So up until he gets some spirit to where his movement speed starts to scale, right? Because Seven's movement speed scales with spirit. I think it's movement speed, right? It's not sprint speed. Sprint speed, I think, is Talon. Up until then, he's got nothing to get out whenever you just sleep on him. And I'm already ahead too, so he's an easy pop. So here, I know we're getting urn, so that's why I turn around and come back, right? I gotta get the vending machines, and I'm coming around to keep this wave pushed, right? The more that you can keep waves pushed, the less space that they'll have on the map, and your opponents will have on the map, and the easier it will be to make plays. So they're doing urn in here. A big affliction right there.
Can't let anyone stand in my way.
But I have to bail because no one else came in.
Wait until I get going.
Oh, maybe not. What am I doing?
Don't force me to kill you all.
Oh, I remember this.
Time to meet up with the others.
I should have just cloaked there. Yeah, I massively misplayed that. Yeah, I should not have leaped. I didn't realize that it actually stunned her off a zipline. And then my brain was already saying leap. And when I saw her, I clicked the leap button. So that was really unfortunate. But I shouldn't have been doing that anyways. I think I saw them at Walker, pushing the Walker. And I was like, oh, I'm going to stall for them so they can take it. And sure enough, we took it. But I did not have to die in the process. But that's okay. That's A-okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
I give you a boon. Drop in heaven.
So, one of the things I've been thinking about too, I'm wondering if I should start going like Spirit Burn earlier versus Infuser. I don't know. What do you guys go first for T4s? Do you go Spirit Burn? Do you go Infuser? Follow my build? What do you do? I feel like once I get Spirit Burn, once I have Infuser and E-Shift, I'm almost unkillable. And then what I can do is just take up a lot of the time Oh, I'm back. So
Check out Calico
there we go.
and the gank.
They can take up a lot of their time. And just create space for my team. Here, I already know that they're gonna catch her. Like they got her, so I just go about my business.
You can spend daddy's money here whenever you want.
Right, no use wasting my time. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish my thought from earlier. One of the things that I've talked about in previous videos was you want to utilize your resources as efficiently as possible. Right, so if you can get away with dunking urn with only 2 people, then only use 2 people. Right? If you can get away with engaging a team fight with 5 people versus 6, and then just stalling that out instead of like actually committing, and on the other side getting a walker, that's huge. Yeah, so I popped in Future super late right there because I didn't think I would need it. But yeah, that was insane. He did so much damage. He actually almost killed the Lash too. Like I was not expecting that much damage to happen from Bebop right there. But I also didn't realize he had 32k to my 25k. I've kind of been running around and trying to do stuff. I think I've been dying a lot too at this point. I had 6 deaths at this point, so I was kind of far behind, which is never where you want to be when you're playing Pocket.
No one is stopping me from getting what I want.
Pocket's very much like you can snowball pretty hard, but when you're behind, it's really hard to play. Like really, you're just playing for Affliction at that point. Like that's like your main value to your team is just the healing reduction. So by no means are you useless, right? You can also take up the attention of the enemy team too. Like I kind of talked about earlier. As long as you're alive, they have to deal with you. Otherwise, you're gonna be like this little mosquito that just keeps pestering him. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Huge Affliction, yet again. I actually have team to follow up this time, which is super nice.
We're in this together.
Yep, there we go.
One more box.
So we get the urn, and we get the much kills for it too. And so, same thing there. We had a lot of really good communication. We had a lot of really good communication about what we're doing there. So I knew they were turning an urn. I was trying to get the machine before I could go in, but I was a little bit too slow. And so you just abandon that and you go to, you know, what needs your priority at the moment, which is that team fight. And unfortunately, I die again afterward. But it's okay. Not a big deal. I think we may have called that someone was supposed to come help me. Then they ended up pushing mid towers instead, which are pretty low now. So I think it's a decent trade. Because to be honest, I'm really not worth that much because I'm only 29k. Like I'm the worst, lowest net worth on the team at the moment. Here, we were baiting mid, and someone called to finish it. Someone called to finish it, but we didn't finish it. Everyone left to go fight or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what happened here. We should have finished it.
Let's take out 7.
And so then we end up like trickling and getting caught out.
Might be time to meet up with the others.
And we were kind of worried here about what was about to happen. I thought we threw this game at this point, if I'm being totally honest. And so they're still over there fighting and whatnot. I'm trying to decide if I should go. I would wanted to push more on that lane.
I didn't choose this fight, but I'm ready.
So I wanted to push that lane more because I didn't think that they were actually in mid, but someone called out they were in there. And I'm pretty sure one of them was like, they're in mid. Wait, no, they're not in mid. They're in mid. And so that's what I was doing there when I'm like going back and forth. Again, man, I wish I had the comms from this one. This is a really good one. But anyways, so they actually end up getting mid. But thankfully, we're able to wipe them. So it's not that big of a deal, right? It's definitely not good by any means. But it is what it is. Now I have E-Shift and Infuser, so I can just be the unkillable Demon King that I always want to be. So, again, hit your boxes. Make sure you get your boxes as the waves are in between. Oh, by the way, because this is the replay. The timing's a little bit off on the in game. So I'm pretty sure someone else called 7 being up there. So we come over, we'll take him out. So we're able to kill him, get the big bag. Oh, we got 2 big bags right there, actually.
My lucky day.
And so simply by like playing near each other and I guess basically deathballing, right? You can make big picks like this, where you can set the game up to end. That's another key thing to keep in mind whenever you're trying to climb. Here we call it 7 as ult, and so we position ourselves to where we can get out, you know, relatively quickly. When the big team fight's happening, I have Affliction here in 5 seconds, so it's kind of just wait until that happens. But I didn't even need it anyways. We wiped them without it. And so I got a lot of gold on both of those swings. I think I picked up a whole like 1800 bag or 1500 bag or something like that from the 7 kill, and then got a bunch of gold from the kills that we just got. And so it gives me Spirit Burn. I don't even think I need it. I'm pretty sure we just end right here. Here I'm just waiting on all the ults before I can go in and afflict. Again, still holding it. Doesn't matter, because we get it anyways. And GG's. So that's it. That's the game. Hope this is helpful, man. And GG's. Till next time. Hopefully we'll hit Ascendant soon.